Verlander badly needs a strikeout, ground out double play, something to get out of this inning, and this one is driven to left field. Alvarez going, he looks up, Smith has done it! A grand slam! Second home run, 7 RBI, and the Diamondbacks and Pavin Smith make a big statement here in Houston.
I don't think the broadcaster could have set up that moment any better. Because, Verlander could have used literally anything other than a grand slam. His night, last night, against the Arizona Diamondbacks, as the Astros do take 2 of 3 from a very good Diamondback team, but saw Verlander struggle the way that he did. 3 innings pitched, 8 hits, 8 earned runs on 75 pitches. His ERA in 4 starts since coming off of the injured list is 9.68. He has not allowed this many runs since joining the Houston Astros. The most he'd ever allowed was in 2017, 9 with Detroit. It was his shortest start since August 9th of 2018. And his ERA nearly jumped a full point from 4.52 to 5.3, Joe George.
I'm struggling with this one, Paul. I'm struggling because I want to say it. I want to use the W word.
The W word. What do you mean the W word? We talking about winning?
Washed. I'm so close. He's bad. He's bad. You know, I was praying and hoping to go on Twitter last night and see Justin Verlander say after the game, he's hurt. Instead, he said, I feel great. Just wasn't good. That's the worst thing you want to hear. Like, I was hoping he was going to say he was hurt because of how bad it was. He was just terrible again. I mean, when we had the Justin Verlander conversation, that was a good conversation, but even in the back of my mind, I'm like, maybe this is a little premature. But now, when you talk playoffs, I don't think there's a will Justin Verlander be in the rotation. It's why is he in the rotation in the playoffs at this point? He is terrible right now.
His last time out, I thought to myself, you know what? He's just working his way back from his neck/shoulder injury. And then Dana Brown on the Astros flagship said the same thing. And I started second guessing myself because I felt like I was delivering propaganda. And then yesterday happens and the Diamondbacks are a good team. You can't afford to have that happen. This offense does have some firepower. It's nice to see Kyle Tucker finally back. But, I mean, you're not going to be overcoming 8 earned runs from your starting pitcher in the first 3 innings. And while Yusei Kikuchi on Saturday was far from perfect, I mean, if we're making the choice right now, it's definitely for the 3-man theoretical Astros playoff rotation, assuming that they get to the 2 seed, which does seem also far-fetched right now. You're picking Kikuchi. It's not a debate right now. Can it change? Sure. We still have 20 games left or so, but that was
I mean, Paul, he hasn't Justin Verlander hasn't gotten out in the 6th inning of a baseball game since May 29th.
Oh, that's a while.
I mean, even before the injuries, he's only going 5 innings.
Jose Abreu was still here.
Yeah, like he is not going deep into baseball games. He's just not as effective as he used to be. And it's not even close. It's just he's laboring through everything to get the stuff that was, in a jam to get out of it. I don't know what's going on, or if he's just done.
I don't want to call him washed, but I mean, what can you call last night?
I'm one more away. I'm not there yet, but if he gives another less than 5 innings appearance where he gives up 4 or 5+ earned runs, that's it.
I really wonder if the Astros have the balls to not put him in the playoff rotation, even if this is going on. And I heard Dell talking about this with Sean on the way in about, well, what are you going to do here? Are you going to give him another injury designation? I mean, that is the nice thing that he has going for him, is that he technically is fresh back from a neck/shoulder injury.
Mhm.
But at the same time, it does seem unlikely that this organization is going to tell a veteran, yeah, dude, F off.
Yeah,
You
I mean,
know?
it's unserious then. Let me paint a picture. Okay.
Paint it.
You're in a 5-game series.
Bob Ross over here.
Framber Valdez has a disastrous first start and loses. So you know your mental head case is on the rocks. You win your next 2 games and you're up 2-1 in the series. And then washed Justin Verlander goes out there and gives up 8 earned runs in a playoff game. And then you have to go back to Framber for game 5, who just lost game 1 of a playoff
Look at you
series.
to take this back to Framber. Framber was great on Friday.
I know he was, but
great.
I'm painting a very negative
It's
scenario
a very
here.
negative picture. This is like what goth kids
But
doodle in their
I you can't have him out there.
Framber's like, what the hell did I do?
Sorry.
good.
I'm sorry,
This guy gave up
Framber.
8 runs last
I'm
night.
sorry, Framber.
Joe's always bringing it back to Framber.
Why am I the worst part of this?
Like,
Joe just wants to be right because he wanted to trade Framber.
No. But like, he can't be out there. You cannot give him the ball in game
Verlander.
4, Justin Verlander, of a playoff series. It's a
I'm with
terrible
you right
decision.
now. I'm with you right now. I don't see how you justify it.
The worst part about it is that his first, this isn't part of like what he said post game. He physically feels great. Man, never better. He didn't say never better, but the first 2 games after his most recent IL stint, they were perfectly acceptable old man Justin Verlander performances. It is the fact that he's gotten worse. As we've talked about, as Minister of Propaganda Paul Gallant has said that Justin Verlander is just working himself into postseason shape. As that's happening, he's getting worse, not better.
I am at least glad that afterwards he said, though, I think he said effing atrocious.
Yes.
So
He's
at least
aware.
he said that.
Yes.
Because sometimes this makes my blood boil with pitchers when they have an absolute like doo-doo fest out there. And then they say, I really felt like I pitched well. No, you
I
didn't.
was really hitting my spots.
you were hitting the spots on the bat.
Pavin Smith was hitting hitting them too.
Yeah, this is another nobody hitting 3 tanks in 1 game. Like,
Yeah.
What? Who names their kid Pavin?
great question.
I thought it was Pavin, to be
Whatever.
honest. No. The highlight we says Pavin, which is worse than Pavin.
Either way, what are we doing?
Yeah, because at least like Pavin, you can be like, well, like his dad's name is Gavin, his mom's name is Patricia, and they combined it. I don't know.
Oh, that's how people name kids.
I guess so.
Like combining names.
Well, it's better than Pavin.
It is better than anything's better.
Like, what is he? His dad's a construction worker.
Whoa. Why are we besmirching construction work?
Well, like, how do you come up with the name
'cause he's
Pavin?
Got it. Okay, took me a second.
Paul just thought it was a random shot at
I was like, whoa.
what are you, stupid? Like a construction worker? No, that's not what we're doing.
That's what I thought you were doing. He's showing Paul. Sean Mapes behind the glass. 713-780-3776 to call it, to text it. I think everybody's in agreement here. Like, Verlander, let's see him on the injured list.
Thank God you did that during week 1 of NFL football.
I know,
Justin
right?
Verlander.
He did.
Thank
He
God.
did. Last night, I think it was Poor Marine on Twitch was getting on us because we weren't talking about the Astros. Did you want us to talk about the Astros last night? Did you want us to say that Justin Verlander looks washed? Like, because he did. Anyway,